Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GearsFeed. Before I kick off this video, I just wanted to touch on some recent comments from Octus regarding the misconception that esports is prioritised over the community in general. Some people within the Gears of War community have recently felt that the coalition may be putting esports first, right? And this came in light of the recent off-season Gears esports production. Avid community member B-Chaps gathered some reactions from various community members regarding esports and community, then summarised them in a tweet. Octus was quick to respond to this by stating that to clear some stuff up, Mixer sponsors the show, right, which provided TC the resources they don't normally have to produce a show on that scale. And he went on to note that community and esports teams are separate entities, one doesn't impact or prioritise over the other. And that TC still plan to do the video series with Ryan, which I'll talk about more later, that Node Zero, the multiplayer lead, will take on when resources are available. So August approaches, which means we're getting new packs, new updates, new content.
Well, now we have a firm grasp of the obvious.
So let's discuss the possibilities and predict what could come next. Just going to add a disclaimer here, I've predicted without fail everything wrong so far. So this will most likely be a nice collection of evidence for how terrible I really am at this. Bear in mind that we tend to receive these updates on the first Tuesday of the month, so hopefully we'll hear news as soon as tomorrow. Although I have a slight feeling we won't, it does feel a little early. I can see TC pushing that to next week, but I hope I'm wrong. First off, the Unexpired. Surprisingly yet to be introduced into Gears 4 given the model's popularity in Gears 3. I figured we'd have seen both male and female versions by this point, but still, there's plenty of months ahead of us. There's no denying it's a damn slick character model and has a lot of fans. In fact, I'd say one of the most popular Gears-related online aliases is Unexpired, or some sort of Onyx-related variant. You'll see a lot of those gamer tags online and when browsing the forums. Next up, we have Queen Mira, another obvious one that people have been relentlessly crying for since day one. TC know about this one, surely they can't miss the protests, right? And the Locust Queen did have some neat battle gear on her. She's a great character that is evidently a huge part of the Gears universe, so I'd say she's a possibility. Let's not forget her authoritative commanding sound assets to go with that. Always fun to rep online, so she's possible. Baird, where are thou? We don't know, do we? They're trolling us at this point, right? I think if we don't get him soon, I bet he'll be the last big character announcement when October falls. I don't know if after October we'll see the end of character packs. I think it's a dead certain for maps, but Octus did state that TC will definitely continue support for the game in various mediums, so we'll have to see about that. But this sarcastic little prick is yet to see the light of day. There's a ridiculous amount of Locust-specific characters still absent from Gears 4. I honestly can't even predict what will be next. There's still iconic characters like the Beast Rider, Cyclops and the Flame Grenadier, so I believe we'll get one of those three if anything, or maybe all three entirely. There's also Scourge. That would be a huge reveal. People would go crazy if he was to be announced. It's been a while, right? I think nearly 10 years since we've seen this guy in a Gears title, so we'll see. Now, I actually produced a video last week in regards to maps, so making it specific to next month, I think we'll get one completely new map and one remaster. We haven't seen a new map for a little while now, so I'd definitely hold out for one next month. In regards to the remaster, I'd definitely like to see Hail. I've mentioned this before. I think the more I think about it, the more I want it. Especially when considering Octus's comments about one more dynamic map to come. I think it'd be awesome to see. Due to the sheer speed of Gears 4, especially in comparison to Gears 2, I think the map would play a lot better than it did in 2008. So, although it's probably unlikely, I'm holding out hope. There's also Allfather's Garden, another brilliantly designed map, quite large in scale, and a map I believe would work brilliantly with Gears 4. Are the Coalition done with their Gears 2 remasters yet, however? I certainly hope not, but we'll see. And finally, I'm going to touch on Thrashball. I didn't particularly like this map. It felt poorly balanced to me. It was incredibly easy to gain the upper hand on that map once you had the high ground. However, I wouldn't be surprised to see Thrashball included with the Thrashball Coal and Thrashball Drone, some sort of pack, right? It's certainly feasible, and could make for a pretty interesting collection, but I hope we don't see it. Moving on, I posted a video explaining Node Zero's summary of how the Nash's auto-aim works, and Octus actually commented on it, stating that it was awesome to get some of this stuff out in the off-season series, and that TC are dedicated to doing a series of videos, hopefully in the near future, and as a continuing series where necessary, that go into even more detail on the mechanics of Gears 4. So hopefully we can dive into Gears 4 in depth in August, but I'm guessing we may not see those until September. And finally, PC players, if you've encountered issues with the Season Pass on Windows 10, TC believe the issue is resolved in the August update, so you'll hopefully get your fix soon. What are your predictions for next month? Let us know below. Thank you for watching GearsFeed, and I hope we'll see you next time.